Horns up, good morning and welcome to the Demon Stealers Indian Metal Podcast episode 10. This episode is brought to you by Reverse Scenario. Alright, so before we get into the news, there are two things I want to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 4 gigs that happened this weekend all across the country. There was Infernal Fest in Kochi, there was Dirty Ego in Hyderabad, there was Reverse Scenario in Pune, and there was Thunderstorm in Bombay, in Thane. And all the turnouts and all the gigs were great. So kudos to you guys for coming out and supporting Indian metal. And I just want to say hats off to all the organizers. These gigs are organized completely DIY without sponsors. It's basically up to you guys, the fans, to come, to buy tickets, to pay for entry, to drink beer at the venue, and that's what makes the scene happen. Each of these gigs was organized independently, mostly by guys playing in the bands themselves, or somebody who just wants to promote Indian metal. So keep supporting Indian metal, guys. Together we can do this. We really can. I'm not kidding. So the second thing I want to talk about is my Patreon account, which I started last week. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically where you can give a subscription amount every month to this podcast, and in return you get to interact with me on Patreon. You get to watch the episodes in advance, you get to download some of my music even for free. So I got an overwhelming response to that, and a big thank you to Kunal, Akhil and Ayush for contributing. And if you guys want to get involved with the podcast and support it even more than just watching it here, you can click that button there. And speaking of that, I've got some amazing support. As I mentioned in the start of this podcast, it's brought to you by Reverse Scenario, the series of gigs that's happening in Pune. These gigs are being organized by Varun Babbar from the band Dark Helm, and he put up a kick-ass gig this weekend. And he's also announced the lineup for the next gig, which is happening on the 21st of February at the same venue. He's got the mighty Bhayanak Moth and Kryptos headlining. He's got Albatross, he's got Dark Helm of course, and he's got Scepter, and he's also got Reptilian Death. Yes, you heard that right, Reptilian Death is also going to be playing. So make sure if you guys live in Pune, you don't miss that gig on the 21st of Feb. If you live in Mumbai, there's probably going to be some kind of metal bus going, for the gig. So be on that bus and let's make this series of gigs a huge success. Cheers to Reverse Scenario for keeping the scene alive. In the news today, Pune-based thrash metalers have parted ways with their longtime guitar player Chinmay and are joined now by Aditya Swaminathan on guitars. You can watch the little kid shredding here in this video. Good luck to Halaku, good luck to Chinmay. Looking forward to what the future holds for you. Mumbai-based groove metal band System House 33 have revealed the cover artwork for their album Regression, which is out soon. Pre-order links in the description below, and you can click here and watch this promo video they've made. And the NIT Silchar Festival Thunder March has announced a guitar shredding competition. It's going to be judged by Neil Zaza, a guitar player from the USA. And why am I telling you this on a metal podcast? Well, because there's 20,000 rupees up for grabs. And you know what? A metal guitarist could win it. So go to their website, take part in the contest. The link is in the description below as always. And the Kolkata Death Fest is back, and they've released this poster and they've given no date, no information, but they asked me why do I think Calcutta is only filled with deathcore and metalcore bands, and I guess they're here to prove me wrong. So death metal fans in Kolkata, look out, this is coming up soon. And one of India's top metal blogs, Metal Vani, have posted their top 10 list of 2015 with Rectified Spirit being at number 1. So congratulations guys. The list also features the usual suspects like Inner Sanctum, Albatross and many others. The link in the description below. Read the article. Tell me who you think should have been on the list. What were your favorite releases of 2015 in the Indian metal scene? Cyclopean Eye record label boss Sandesh Shenoy recently posted on social media about bringing Venom to India, and he was asking if there would be about 200 people willing to pay about 2,500 rupees a ticket to see the band, because if that happens, he's going to bring them, I think. And we need to talk about this, guys. We want to see international metal bands in India, and 2,500 rupees, to be really honest, is like 25 pounds. Which is not a lot of money to see a band like Venom. So if you guys are interested, let him know. Because I went to the UK and we saw Gorguts. Yeah. In a club, and it was £20 for the entry, so that's 2,000 rupees, So, you know what, let's not crib, let's put our money where our mouth is and let's go and watch the show. Looking forward to seeing Venom in India soon, and if that happens, I can assure you there will be many more bands coming quite soon. And I announced on Facebook that I'm going to be doing a track in collaboration with Dan Preslin from the band Ne Oblivious Caris. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm very bad with pronunciation sometimes. But look out for that. It's going to be up on my YouTube channel. That's the same channel where you're watching this podcast right now. So subscribe. There are so many new releases every week in the Indian metal scene that we actually have a new section called New Releases. Vedic groove metal band Winds of Vairag from Raipur in Chhattisgarh have released a song called The Dark Goddess Ma Kali. You can check it out here. A band called Sky Traffic from Bhubaneswar has released a new single called Fallen Pillar. The link is in the description below. It's on their SoundCloud page. Wow. Raipur, Bhubaneswar, where next? Death metal band from Mumbai called Unholy Grudge have released a new single called Curse of War on their SoundCloud page. Listen to it and the link is below. And gothic black metal band Abhishapta Samadhi from Guwahati have released their long-awaited single called She Screams Suicide on Solitary Nights. This was supposed to be out in December, but it's delayed of course, and it's out today. So listen to it now. You can click on this video here, or you can go to their SoundCloud page and download it for free. And some progressive metal from Pune from the Multiverse Concept, a solo project, and they have an album called Chasing Echoes. You can go to their Bandcamp page and download it. Check it out. Welcome to the weekly video updates. Eccentric Pendulum have released a lyric video for their song Resisting Another Equation. You can listen to it. It's a pretty killer song. They've got a brand new lineup, a new logo. Everything is new, so check it out. A band called Puncture has paid tribute to the late Lemmy from Motorhead, and they've done the song Ace of Spades. You can listen to their cover or their tribute, as you'd like to call it, on this video here. A band called Ashtray have released a music video for their song called Don't Cry. Check it out here, guys. Don't Cry is actually a very famous Guns N' Roses song, in case you didn't know. But nonetheless, watch the video. And I interviewed black metal veteran Sushant Shetty on this week's episode of Headbangers Kitchen. You can click here to watch it. And Mumbai-based band Dionysian, who released a single recently called Dark/Light Misery, have released a guitar playthrough video for that same song. Watch it here. And we've got no gigs happening in this week's gig guide because I don't know about any gigs happening. So if you know of any gigs, please let me know. In the merch corner today, we have no merch as well, so if you know about any merchandise being sold by any Indian band, let me know. Welcome to the section called Ask Demon Stealer, where you can ask me a question and I will answer it. And since there were no questions last week, I have nothing to answer. But maybe you'll be more inclined to ask my friend Rowdy Rathod a question, so ask away. Hey rascal, ask anything, eh? Anything you want, you ask me. I'll fucking tell you, Proper, I'll tell you. Okay, yeah. And before I end this podcast, I've got some music to recommend as always. This week I'm recommending Cosmic Infusion, some black metal from Mumbai. So if you like black metal, symphonic black metal with lots of keys and snarly vocals and even some clean singing, check out Cosmic Infusion, they kick ass. And I am giving away this CD as well as a nice Cosmic Infusion sticker and also their DVD, yep, Rise of the Infernal Smoke. So if you want to win this stuff, you got to share this podcast on Facebook or on Twitter or wherever else. And I don't know, maybe I'll give out the CD and the sticker to one person and the DVD to another person, so we could have two winners. So share this podcast right now. And speaking of winners, who won last week's contest? Who won this Global Metal CD? Well, the winner is Aishwari Thakur. Congratulations, buddy. You won yourself this Global Metal CD and I'll ship it to you soon. So that's all for this week's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to go above and beyond the call of duty, you can super subscribe by becoming a patron, and you can contribute some amount of money each month, which is mainly to advertise and promote the podcast. And well, I guess that's all for this week. We'll see you on the next episode of the Indian Metal Podcast. Until then, cheers and keep listening to Indian Metal. Curse of War. I got it right and I fucked it up. Called Winds of Vairag. Nah, fuck that shit. Cut that shit up. Cut